Hey everybody, what's up? It's me, Marcus, back here in BMX Streets Pipe, and this is a video that it's pretty long overdue. This is to clear up some confusion with this game, with these mods, and to show you guys that are on PC how to install these mods. I'm going to put a timestamp in the upper right hand corner for you guys that just want the tutorial. If you want to hear me talk more about why this game is finished being updated, what's going on with Pipe, why you can't get modded maps on console, stick around because that's what I'm going to talk about right now. BMX Streets Pipe started out and still is a proof of concept game, and what that means is that this game was made as a source of revenue for the developer, Mash Games, who is one guy, and it was basically made to be like, hey look, this is what I'm working on. If you guys like this, support this, I'm going to be working on a full game. So basically it was like a Kickstarter, but you actually get something out of it. And initially it was just supposed to be that simple pipe level, just a pipe, nothing else. He went and added extra stuff into the pipe level, some street elements, some different things to ride, but all in all it was still pretty simple, and it was just basically a proof of concept. Hey guys, this is what I'm working on. If you want to help support the game, buy this $10 proof of concept. You can see what the game's about, see what I'm working on, and then, you know, when the full game comes out, you kind of already have an idea of what to expect. That is what Pipe initially was. Well, it got a lot bigger than that. The game really started to pick up traction. Initially, when he launched it on PC, I don't think he ever had any plans on putting Pipe on console. And then he put it over on Xbox One. People loved it over there. Eventually, he put it over on PS4. And that's why we now currently have it on 3 consoles. Well, 2 consoles and then PC. And the reason I think that this game was so popular is for a few reasons. The first reason is because there's definitely a void when it comes to action sports games. We don't really have much as far as skateboarding games go at the time. There was no Skater XL. We don't have any other BMX games. So this definitely filled that void. And the controls, just absolutely amazing. The bike handle's super good. The game flows good. The animations are good looking. Overall, the visuals are super nice. And it was just a really well designed, developed, and executed proof of concept. No, there really wasn't a lot to it. You didn't have a ton of bike customization. You could change the frame color, and that was it. And you only had about, I don't know, 5 frame colors to choose from. So it's not like you had a ton of things to really mix up on the bike. You could not change anything with your rider. You couldn't change rim color. You couldn't change, if you wanted pegs on one side, you couldn't take the pegs off. Like, it was just super simple. This is what we've got as far as physics go. This is what I'm working on. So that was where Pipe initially started. Now fast forward to, I think it was like April, May 2018, and I see that there is a modded level out, and that's when the mods came into play. And that's only a PC thing, and I'll get into that here in a second. So people started modding levels, people started modding riders, bikes, and it really took off. That's when the game really started to get, I think, a lot more popular on PC, even more than it was, because we had access to all these things. We could ride street sections, we could ride different parks, we could try out physics when it comes to a lot of different things, and the game worked flawlessly when it came to these things. I mean, Mash Games has crushed it when it comes to the physics in this game and how everything rides. I mean, there was stuff in these modded levels that, you know, big mega ramps and stuff that no one had even seen. No one even knew how the game would react to that, and it all worked out super good. And now that brings me to what's next for Pipe and what is next for BMX Streets, the full game. And as far as I know, Mash is still working on that game. He's still working on the full game. I mean, I really don't have any answers as far as like how far along he is, because he hasn't really said anything. He's been very quiet here over the last few months, so I don't know if he's just gonna drop this thing out of nowhere. But as far as I know, he's still working on the full game, and at last check, the full game will be coming out on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. I don't know if that'll change. I don't know if, you know, he's got plans for anything else, but as of right now, that is last I heard. Now that I've cleared up this game as far as why there are no more updates for it on both platforms, console and PC, why this game is $10, and what you get for $10 is basically a proof of concept to help fund the full game and to show you, hey, look, this is what we've got going on, and that this is really a simple game that is part of a much bigger game. It's time to explain why mods do not work on console, and this is probably the #1 question that I get. It's one of two things. It's people asking, why do mods not work on console, or how can I get these mods on console, or why is PC getting all these updates? So as you know, PC's not getting any more updates than what the console's getting. It's the exact same game on PC and on console. The only difference is, on PC, we can easily modify the files, meaning that we can get into the game files, we can change the game files around, and we can add new maps over top of the current maps in the game. You can't do that on console. It's just not easily possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, because it could very well be possible if you have some way to break into the files of the console, which I know nothing about. But on PC, the files are just right there. You click a few clicks and you're in the files. And if you know someone, or in this case, if there's a large community of people that know how to break into those files and create their own custom stuff, you can download those files and you can put them directly into your game. And that's why mods are only possible on PC. The mods are completely community made. They have absolutely nothing to do with MASH games. They have absolutely nothing to do with the development of BMX Streets or the updates of BMX Pipe, which no longer exist. There are no more updates for this game. The mods are just completely separate from MASH games. The developer of this game has nothing to do with these modded levels. He has nothing to do with any of the custom bikes that you see, the custom riders. The developer, it's completely separate from him. The mods are exactly like you and me, going in and modifying the files and then uploading them for other people to use. That's all it is. They're completely user created and user generated mods. Hopefully this clears up some confusion for you console guys that have been asking me how to get these modded levels on your PS4 or Xbox One. And unfortunately, you can't do it. I wish you could, but you can't do it. Also, hopefully this clears it up for you guys that have been asking me, why is PC getting all of these updates when on console we're still stuck with the same 4 levels? Well, there are no updates on the PC version. It's the exact same thing that you guys have, but we just have the availability to mod the game. With all of that cleared up, I'm gonna go and show you guys that are on PC how to mod this game if you do not know how to already. Before we even get into trying to mod this game, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need either Winrar or 7-zip, that is to extract the files. If you're on PC, chances are you have it. If you don't yet, that link will be down below in the description. You're also going to need the Pipe Unpacker. Again, that'll be down in the description. And you're finally going to need a copy of BMX Streets Pipe from Steam. Now, I've been asked, what about Mac? You know, what about if you got it from the Microsoft Store? Microsoft Store, from what I've heard, does not work. And if you're trying to play this on Mac, from what I've heard, you need to have Windows installed. Other than that, you can go through Steam and install the game, and that's how you get it. You go to Steam, you install it, you got Pipe. So the thing is, if you want to try this game out, you can buy it off of Steam for 10 bucks. If you have just, you know, a regular laptop, you can buy it off of Steam for $10, and you have 2 hours to play the game. If you play less than 2 hours, and it doesn't work on your computer, you can always return it. But it doesn't hurt to at least try if you want to play some of these modded levels. You know, get your computer, install Steam, install the game, and at least try it. You can always get that refunded later. So we're going to hop into this thing, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to install these mods. The first thing you need to do, obviously, is buy the game. So once you have the game installed to your computer, the second thing you need to go in and do is install Winrar. I've already got it installed on mine, so I'm not going to show you how to install it. It's just simple. You download it, install it. Once that's installed, next thing you need to do is download the Pipe Unpacker. So wherever your download files go, chances are to your downloads, that's where you're going to find the Pipe Unpacker. And next we're going to just extract it here. And this is where you're going to find your files that you're going to need to copy over to the pipe folder. So take these guys and copy these. Now you're going to need to find where your game is saved. For me, I just have it on one of my local drives. So go to one of your local drives, whichever one you have your games on. Go to Steam, Steam Apps, Common, and then go to Pipe. This is where you're going to drop in those 3 files that I just copied. So paste these guys in, and you've got unpack and backup, and unpack and delete. So if you want to back up your game, if something goes wrong and you need to get it back to the stock form, like straight out, you want to do unpack and backup. For me, I don't care to do that, so I'm just going to do unpack and delete. So you run this, you get the black box to pop up. It'll do its thing here. And this is actually adding some files to the game to allow you to mod it. And when that's done, it will go away. And notice here, those unpack and delete, unpack and backup files are now gone. So we go in here into pipe data, and now we have a lot more files. I didn't show you this before, but a lot of these were not in here before I did that little program. So we've got these guys in here now, and this allows you to download custom maps and levels and just drag them right over into this pipe data folder. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Right here, I've got Hubba's Backyard Park downloaded, and once again, you're going to need to extract this. So this is where Winrar, that is a really hard word to say. This is where oh my God, I can't even say it now. This is where Winrar comes into effect right here. So once again, right click it, extract your files. And once you have these extracted, you'll notice that you get a few files. Sometimes you only get a couple like this one, and then some of the bigger levels, you'll get 4, 5, sometimes 6 of these files. But anyway, when you get these files, you're going to copy these. So notice that level 5 and resources.assets is actually in your pipe data folder. So anyway, copy these guys, and then once again, find where your game is installed on your PC. So once again, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, and then go to pipe. Now we're in here into the pipe folder. The next thing you're going to open up, I should say, is the pipe data folder. So right here, notice level 5 and resources.assets. So right click here and paste these, and it will ask if you want to overwrite, and that's what you want to do, because this is overwriting the game files that were initially in the game with the new modded game files. This is what you can do on PC that you cannot do on console. So replace these, and then now we've got a new level 5 and a new resources.assets, and now the game has been modded. Let's open up pipe and take a look at what we've done. So for a lot of these modded maps, it's actually going to be under the mod map section of the game, which the reason it's there on console is because this map, or not the one that I'm about to play, but the map that is in the mod map section that I was playing earlier, that was actually a mod map initially. It was only available on PC at first, but then Mash, the developer of the game, took it and put it in the console versions of the game, so you guys had an extra level to ride. None of that was ever supposed to happen, but notice here that we've got a different level. This is Hubba's Backyard. So that is a quick and easy way how to mod the console version, or console version, listen to me, the PC version. Unfortunately, none of this is possible on the console, and hopefully this clears up some confusion that a lot of you guys had. I know it probably will not. I know I'm probably still going to get 50 comments every time I upload a video. Can we do this on our PlayStation? Can we do this on our Xbox? But hopefully a few of you guys see this and now fully understand the process of what the deal is with these modded maps and why we can play them on the PC and it's not possible to do on the console. Other than that, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.